Hello everyone, welcome back to Maggi UK. This is Maggi. After a long time I came back to see everyone. Hope you are going to enjoy my video. This is about how to get into teaching. I'm going to answer some of the questions that have been asked by the viewers. One of the question I'm going to cover is, do you need iELTS exam to do a PGCE course? People who are in dependent visa. I will say if you are coming as a dependent visa, you don't need an iELTS exam. So the next question is about, is there any age limit to do the teaching? So there is no requirements about the age limit. If you have done your bachelor's, then you are eligible to do your PGCE, which is a master's course for the teaching. The next question I would like to discuss is about, someone has asked about her wife has done BSc in physics and has done MEd in University of Australia. So what kind of opportunities have been given for people who have done the science? Basically in teaching in this country, if you have done physics, which is a science subject, anything like physics, chemistry, biology, as well as maths, is wanted. Most of the teachers have been wanted in UK due to that subject because it's in demand. And if you are coming from the international country, if you are going to going for the physics teaching as a teacher, you are being eligible for international relocation payment, which is about £10,000, and also you will be able to get a bursary and scholarship, but you won't be getting both bursary and scholarship. You are eligible for only bursary or scholarship. So the next question is, can freshers pursuing PGCL course become teacher in UK? And there was someone asked the same question about how do I need to do the PGCE to qualify as a teacher? So when you want to do a PGCE in UK, you definitely, once you've done your PGCE, if you are coming back to UK and you are going to do your PGCE either in any related subjects, you definitely will go for a training, but you won't get a salary because you are international students. For example, if I did my PGCE in UK, I will be able to get a training bursary, but for international students, until you finish your training, you won't be being overpaid for anything. Once after your training, you will be paid and you will be placed in a placement. There was a question many of them have asked is like, have they done B.Ed, M.Ed and some kind of teaching experience in other country. For non-international UK, what you need to do is, if you have a teaching experience for more than 5 years, you can able to come and work here, and you can work for 4 years without qualified teacher status. But after 4 years, you definitely have to do a PGCE to obtain the qualified teacher status to stay in this country and work in a secondary schools or in any kind of primary school as well. So there was a question has been asked from someone, I have done MSc B.Ed in India, what can I do to get into teaching jobs in UK? And she said, I have no teaching experience. I already said before, if you don't have teaching experience, even though you done your education B.Ed or M.Ed, you are not able to come and work here without a qualified teacher status, because you need to get an professional summary experience from where you are working. Then only you can able to come in that route without your teaching experience. So the next one is, I am a postgraduate in physics. Can I look for PGCE? Any course, any bachelor degree. It's not whether you are a postgraduate or a bachelor's degree. You can able to do PGCE here, but you have to apply from your country, and you should have an experience. You should have a personal summary. You should have experience. All this one, and you need to look for a provider who can able to get the teaching course in UK to do your PGCE. So the next question is, my wife completed MCom and B.Ed from India with 6 years of secondary school experience. Is it possible to apply through assessment only route to QTS? Yes, of course you can do it. Assessment only route is experienced teacher with a degree can gain an QTS without doing any kind of teacher training program in this UK. You can apply using the UK government approved teacher training provider in England for an assessment showing you have met the standards for QTS. You don't need to visit UK to be assessed and gain your QTS. You need to be assessed at your place where you are currently by an examiner from your teaching training provider, and your teaching training provider can explain what types of school you must be working in to undergo an assessment only route. So the next one is how to apply for PGC from India to UK University. Basically, if you are from other international as a student, I am going to post you the link which will show you all the information about how to get into teaching in UK, whether you are international students or if you are a resident of UK. That link will be provided at the end of my video. Then you can have a look and go through all the information. Everything was there in that video about the training, bursaries, the accommodation, whether you are being paid for your course, whether you are being paid for your training. So all the information will be there. Someone was been asking, can we apply for PGC as international student? What I have heard is that we don't get tier 2 visa for Indian teachers even if you completed PGC in UK. As I want to say to you is there was a new law came which was being effective from the 1st February 2023. So that's what I said. I will be giving you the link. If you go and read through, all the different process will be given in that full link, so you can read through the process and you can able to come even if you are an international student, and you can be working here without a qualified teacher status in UK for 4 years. But after 4 years you will not be able to work here because you don't have a qualified teacher status. At that time you will definitely have to do a PGCE in some related subject to gain your QTS, and you can able to work here in this country. What is the minimum and maximum salary in UK for the teachers is? For the minimum salary is basically 28,000. It has been raised in UK now from April 2022. And the maximum salary, it will go even higher because depends upon your experience. It will keep on going higher for every single year, and you can also become a leadership role. You can become a leadership assistant leader. Lots of different roles are there. So if you are in inner London, you will be get paid 32,000 as your basic salary, which is your minimum salary. If you are outer London, your basic salary is going to be 28,000 and above. So you can be going higher in your role. Depends upon your experience and your skills that you would love to give to the school. So how did you meet the expenses in UK? If you are a non-international student, you will not be paid during your training period. You definitely have to bear all the expenses if you are coming, because your training course is going to be starting from 9,000 up to 32,000 depending upon your accommodation, all the expenses for the first whole year. So you have to get prepared for that kind of minimum amount that you need to bring as your international students. So you have to think before you apply in UK to study PGCE. I would also like to add, to meet the expenses, there's one way you can do is you can do a part-time job. It depends upon, you can go for your restaurant, or if you can work in McDonald's, KFC to meet your expenses, because that will be helpful to meet during that training period, because your cost of living expense is more higher in UK. So you definitely have to work as your part-time during that time of course period. So you have to be, you can work anywhere, any kind of restaurant, because you can work 20 hours if you are a student. So definitely if you go and apply McDonald's, KFC for a student, they will definitely give you a job. So you can use that expenses for your living by paying for your accommodation and all the expenses for you. There will be more questions I will be answering in my next video. Thanks for listening. Hope this video helps to you to get into teaching. Keep watching. Stay tuned. Until I see you again. Bye.